Good morning students, this is Abhinav Khandelwal from SR International School, Bareilly, and yesterday we have finished a topic that is qualitative characteristics of accounts, in which we talk about the qualitative characteristics, what are the characteristics, and we also learn about the basic differences between bookkeeping, accounting and accountancy, between bookkeeping and accounting and accountancy. Now today students, we are going to start a very important topic for you all and a very interesting topic as well, that is related to your career as well. So what we are going to start, we are going to start types or subfields of accounts. If you will study accounts on a higher education, if you will take the higher education, so what you have to choose, you have to choose in which field of accounts you have to enter. There are various fields of accounts as well. So in which field you have to enter, before going into the field you must know about the fields. So today what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss about the fields of accounts. So beta, the first field is financial accounting, which we are studying right now and which is in your syllabus. Financial accounting means what beta? In order to prepare a trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet, and in order to calculate profit or loss or the financial position of the firm, we prepare financial accounting. So it is a field where the accountant used to prepare what beta? They used to prepare final accounts like trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet. And in this, the accountant is able to know that how much profit or loss does the company is incurring, or what is the financial position of the firm. The financial position of the firm is known by a topic which is known as balance sheet, which you will study later on. So is the beta financial accounting is clear? Now this is the first field, that is financial accounting, and in which we prepare the final accounts. Now the second thing is cost accounting. Now what do you mean by the term cost accounting? Beta, as the name is suggesting, it is for the manufacturing concern. First of all, make this point very clear that it is for a manufacturing concern. Now nowadays all the manufacturing concern want to know about the cost of their product. Means the product which they are manufacturing. Suppose I am manufacturing this markers. So beta, what I want to know, I want to know the what is the cost of one marker. Is the cost reasonable? Can we reduce the cost? Are we not incurring any extra cost on the marker? So beta, for this we have to get into the detailed investigation of the cost, and this work is done by cost accountant. They make a proper cost sheet of every material which is built up over there in the company, which the company is manufacturing, and they try to reduce the cost, and they take all the things, they take all the things into consideration which can reduce the cost. So is the cost accounting term clear? What do you mean by the term cost accounting? Now the management accounting. This type of accounting helps the management to take decisions in planning and controlling their business. Look, the management is interested in accounts as well. Why I am interested in my account? Suppose I am running a business, so I am a management. Why I am interested in my accounts? Beta, I am interested just because I want to know the result, what my business is doing, and on the basis of that result I will plan for my future, or if the results are not in a positive manner, then I will try to control it. And for this I will be needing a management accounting. This will help only the management, and by this the management will be able to help and control the activities of the firm. Is it clear beta? Now coming towards the fourth point, tax accounting. As the name suggests, tax accounting is used for tax calculations. Very good. So beta, tax calculations are what? Beta, suppose I have to pay GST, goods and service tax. I have to pay income tax, and how does the government will be able to know that how much income tax I have to pay, how much GST I have to pay? They will be seeing our accounts, and that accounts which the government will be taking care into consideration for the purpose of tax calculation. This work is done by tax accountant, and his work is to maintain the accounts properly so that it will enable the owners, or it will enable the business to pay proper taxes, and it will enable the government as well, that once they want to see that I am paying the tax regularly or correct taxes, then they can what beta, they can talk to our tax accounting team. Is it clear beta? Now the last is social responsibility accounting. This is a very important point in your future, Because beta, a business cannot run in isolation. Do you know the meaning of the term isolation? Isolation means alone. A business cannot run alone. It uses the resources of society, so it must do something for the society as well. What I am doing, if I am running a business, so what I am doing, I'm using the resources of society. I'm earning by you only, that is the customers only. So I must take care. A proper care should be taken for the customer. They should not be cheated. There should be not any adulteration. There should be no black marketing at all. If it's happened, then the government, then the society, sorry, will take back their resources and the business will be shut down. So nowadays, a business is basically concerned that what they are doing for the society. They have a separate department, that is social responsibility accounting, and their main aim is to calculate or identify or classify the results that or measures the result that they are doing it for the society, and what is the impact of their work in society, and is the society is taking it in a positive manner or in a negative manner. So all this is work done by the social responsibility team, accounting team. So is it clear? So basically beta, there are 5 fields of accounts. The first is financial accounting, the second is cost accounting, the third is management accounting, fourth is tax accounting, and the fifth and the last one is social responsibility accounting. And you have to clear these heads very conceptually, because I told you that once you will go for your higher studies, you have to choose a subfield according to which you will be taking the specialization. Is it clear beta? So please make your notes. I will be giving you 5 minutes more once the video will end, and then we will start. Thank you. So students, now we are moving towards the end of the chapter, and now we are starting with the second last topic of the chapter, which we are going to discuss today itself only. And the name of the topic is advantages of proper accounts. What are the advantages, or why there is a need for proper maintaining of accounts? So beta, here are the list of the points. Advantages or usage of accounting is our heading, and here is the list of complete details. The first one is helpful in management of business. So beta, if we prepare proper books of accounts, then what will be the situation? It will help the management in many ways. Management nowadays are more concerned about accounts, because lots of things depends upon accounts. They need to take decisions taking in view the complete system of accounts only. So beta, what we are going to discuss, the first point is helpful in management of business. And what does the management do with the help of accounts? It helps us the management to planning, decision making and controlling. Now what are they? Beta, in planning, management would like to know that whatever the sales are there, what are the expenses are there. On the basis of this only, the management make future planning, that what should be the sale in near future, what should be the expenses, and on the basis of this only they prepare a budget for themselves. So management, if there is a proper maintained books or accounts, then management would get a help in planning the proper books or planning the accounts. Is it clear beta? Now the second point is decision making and controlling. Now on the basis of this, on the basis of planning, management is able to take the decisions as well, and on the basis of that decisions, management will control themselves or will try to reduce the unnecessary or extra cost which is incurring, or will try to increase the incomes which are there and which should be increased by a little more efforts as well. Is it clear? Now coming towards the second point, provide complete and systematic record. Beta, if you are preparing proper books of accounts, nowadays the business is no longer for a very small business, or we are talking about large business. So beta, nowadays the business is growing in size, and as the size grows, the complexity of the business even grows, which means that the business is going complex day by day. And if the management needs to know about the business everything, then it will be helpful for the management, it will be advisable for the management to make proper books of accounts. Because if the proper books of accounts are not there, then beta, they will not get the proper complete and systematic record. Third point is information regarding profit and loss account. I told you many times that in the year, by the year end, as on 31st March, the company will prepare the profit and loss account. And profit and loss account consists of two things: the expenses which will come on the debit side and the incomes which will come on the credit side. If the income exceeds the expenses, then there is a net profit, and vice versa, it will be a net loss. So beta, what will the consequences? The management wants to know about their net profit or net loss. Although the true result of the business will only be shown when the business is completely shut down. But the progress of business, the management is keen to know the progress of the business year after year, and that's why they prepare profit and loss account, and on the basis of them they are able to find out what is their net profit and what is their net loss. Is it clear, beta? Now coming towards the fourth point, information regarding financial position. I told you many times, the financial position is disclosed by balance sheet, and it is prepared on the last day of the year, that is on 31st March. That's why we write down balance sheet as on 31st March, because it is prepared on the last day. It consists of two columns. The first column is of liability, this is on the left hand side, and the second column is on the is of the asset, which is on the right hand side. So liabilities and asset, you all are aware. Management, as the size of the business grows up, beta, management is keen to know what are their assets and what are their liability, because it is impractical or it is not possible to go and check every asset one by one at a single point of time. So all the assets and liability are recorded at one place only, and by this the management is able to know the financial position of the business. Now coming towards the fifth point, enable comparative study. We have discussed management nowadays are very much prepared, or they are preparing their accounts on 2-year basis, means the previous year figure and the current year figure as well. So all the profit and loss account and balance sheet are taken into consideration by taking 2 years figure, and on the basis of them, for it is become easable for the management to compare their books of accounts. Is it clear, beta? Now coming towards the sixth point, helpful in assessment of tax liability. Beta, if you will prepare your proper books of account, then it will help you in filing your GST and income tax return, because the government is also asking for your proper books of accounts, and on the basis of your books of accounts, the government calculate your tax liability, that what is your GST, that is goods and service tax, and what will be your income tax. Now coming towards the seventh point, evidence in legal matter. Beside, if you are keeping proper books of account, the proper books of account are also admissible in the court as well. So if you are facing any problem, then it will be as a proof, it will act as a proof that you have done something, and on the basis of that proof, the court will take actions against you or in favor of you. It may depends upon the circumstances. And how does the proper maintained books of accounts can be done? I always told you, you have to prepare a voucher, and on the basis of those voucher you will record the journal entries. And when you prepare voucher, you must attach the source document, that is the invoice, the cash memo, the paying slip in that voucher, so that each and every transaction can be verified. Now coming towards the eighth point, helpful in raising loan. Nowadays a very important question. If a businessman goes to take a loan in a bank, the bank will give a loan or grant a loan to the businessman on the basis of accounts by seeing their financial position and profit and loss account. So a properly maintained accounts also help the businessman to raise loan from the bank or the international market. Now beta, the ninth point, helpful in presentation and detection of error and fraud. Look, the business is growing in size, they have a numerous transactions, and everything cannot be recorded verbally, cannot be learned verbally. So a properly maintained books of account helps the businessman in order to detect error and fraud as well. So I hope all these points are clear to you. Make sure that you are doing it and you are learning it by heart. And after this, we will be starting with the limitations of accounts, and that will be starting tomorrow because we have limited time. So please go through this, and then we will start the questions. Thank you, students.